The biggest ballers in the high school game from the state of Ohio have all gathered here at Olentangy Liberty High School in Columbus to determine which hemisphere of the state reigns supreme in the prestigious North versus South All-Star Game, which is absolutely littered with top college prospects all across the board. And guess what, folks? You get to watch it all go down live and free exclusively on the OH Report. And it's all coming up next.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
As we welcome you back to Olentangy Liberty High School, we are just about set for action. The North versus the South, and to set the stage, let's meet the teams and the coaches on both sides. And with that, we'll turn it over to Dave. He has got your introductions.
The coach is Nathan Kopis. He is 13 years as the North Adams head boys basketball coach. His team has won 2 league titles, 2 district championships, and this year his team finished 21-5, but unfortunately lost in the regional semifinals. And now let's introduce the players for the South squad. We have Parker Penrod from Troy Christian. He was first team All-Ohio this year, special mention as a junior, and also player of the year in the Southwest District in 2024. He plans on going to Ohio Christian University, but he hasn't decided on what kind of a major he would like to have. Our next player is from Peyton, Heiss, Jonathan Alder High School. He's first team All-Ohio in 2024, player of the year for the first team Central District, also first team Central Buckeye Conference as a sophomore, junior, and senior. He plans to go to Mount Vernon Nazarene University, and he is undecided as to his major. Next, we have Samuel Johnson from Worthington Christian. He was first team All-Ohio as a senior, player of the year in the Central Buckeye League as a junior and senior, player of the year for the Central District. He plans on going to Cedarville University, majoring in mechanical engineering. Our next player is Cade Norris. Cade here? Yeah, there he is. Cade Norris of Hilliard Bradley. He's the first team All-Ohio as a junior and senior, player of the year for his district as a senior, and also player of the year for the Ohio Capital Conference as a junior. He plans to go to Illinois State University, majoring in communication. Our next recipient is Jesse Burris from Delaware Heiss High School. He has been first team All-Ohio as a senior, special mention All-Ohio as a sophomore, second team All-Ohio as a junior, and player of the year District 11 as a senior. He plans to go to Ohio University, majoring in education. Next we have Steele Meister from Newark. He was second team All-Ohio as a senior, player of the year Ohio Capital Conference as a senior, first team District 11 as a junior and senior. He plans to go to University of Findlay, majoring in education. Our next player is Alex Bobb of Maysville. Alex was first team All-Ohio as a senior, player of the year for the East District and District 12 as a senior. He honorable mention All-Ohio as a junior, and he is undecided as what his plans are once he gets out of high school, but he would like to major in business. Next we have Tariq Cottrell, I believe is how it's pronounced. He was second team All-Ohio as a junior and senior. Pro Tri-Valley Conference, player of the year for the Tri-Valley Conference as a junior and senior. He's also honorable mention All-Ohio as a sophomore. He's undecided as to what his plans are, but he'd like to major in sports management. Next we have Caleb Lovely from South Point. Caleb is special mention All-Ohio as a senior, player of the year for the Ohio Valley Conference as a junior and senior, first team All-Ohio as a senior, and he's undecided as to what his plans are once he leaves high school. Next we have Branson Kopis of North Adams. Branson is second team All-Ohio as a senior, third team All-Ohio as a junior. He's also player of the year in District 14 here as a senior. He plans to go to the University of Rio Grande with a major in business. Next, we have Mason Shrout from Preble Shawnee. Preble was first team All-Ohio as a junior and senior. He was a player of the year for the Western Ohio Conference as a junior and senior. He plans to go to Purdue University at Fort Wayne, majoring in mechanical engineering. Oh, where's my next page here? Is that all of them? Is that everybody? Oh, it is. I'm sorry, I thought we still had a few more, but that is the end of our introduction of our South squad. And now let's introduce the North squad. Their coaches are Roger Jury of Hopewell Loudon. Roger just completed his 28th year as a head coach. He has a career record of 363 wins, 261 losses. His teams have won 6 league titles, 2 district championships, and 1 regional championship. Our other coach is Chris Hasinger from Medina Senior. Chris has served as both the boys coach and girls coach at Medina High School. Chris has won 4 league titles and 4 district championships during his time at Medina. And now let's introduce the players for the North squad. First, we have Dom Cruz from Canfield. He was 3rd team All-Ohio as a senior, player of the year of the All-American Conference as a senior, first team District 1 as a junior and senior. He's undecided as where he would go after high school, but he would like to major in law. Next, we have Duncan Moy of Badger High School. First team All-Ohio as a junior and senior. Player of the year for the Northeast Inland District in 2024, as also he was the Trumbull County Player of the Year as a junior and senior. He plans to go to California University of Pennsylvania, majoring in accounting. Next, we have Jesse McCullough of Lutheran East. Jesse is Player of the Year and first team All-Ohio as a senior, Player of the Year for the Northeast Lake District as a senior, second team All-Ohio as a sophomore and junior. He plans to go to Michigan State University, majoring in business. Next, we have Luke Skaljak of Brecksville. Luke is a first team All-Ohio as a junior and senior, most valuable Suburban League player as a junior and senior, Mr. Basketball finalist in 2023. He plans to go to Miami University of Ohio, majoring in sports management. Next, we have Jonas Nichols of Archbishop Holden. He is first team All-Ohio as a junior and senior. He is a Player of the Year for the Northeast Inland District as a junior. He was the first team Northeast Inland District as a junior, senior, and as a sophomore. His plans are to go to Kent State University, but he's undecided on what his major will be. Next, we have Hayden Nigro from Louisville. First team All-Ohio as a senior. Special mention as a sophomore. Honorable mention as a junior. He's undecided where he will go after he graduates, but he would like to major in business. Next, we have Giallan Barino from Malvern. First team All-Ohio as a senior. Player of the Year for the Inter Valley Conference as a junior and senior. Player of the Year for District 5 as a junior and senior. He's undecided as to where he plans to go when he graduates, but he would like to get into business. Next, we have Max Dawson from Willard. Max was first team All-Ohio as a senior, second team All-Ohio as a junior, special mention All-Ohio as a sophomore. He plans to go to Ashland University, majoring in sports psychology. Next, we have Cade Brenner from Archbold. He was second team All-Ohio as a senior, Player of the Year for the Northwest Athletic Directory as a junior and senior, special mention All-Ohio as a junior. And he's undecided as to where he plans to go after he graduates, but he'd like to get into exercise science. Next, we have Will Cordonier from Findlay. Special mention All-Ohio as a senior. First team Northern Lakes League as a senior. First team Northwest District as a senior. He's undecided as to where he plans to go when he graduates, but he'd like to get into engineering. Next, we have Collin White from Ottawa-Glandorf. First team All-Ohio as a sophomore, junior, and senior. He's also Mr. Basketball for 2024. Player of the Year for Northwest District as a sophomore, junior, and senior. He plans to go to Ohio State University next year with a major in engineering. And oh, did I forget somebody? Oh, no. Are you Alex? Yeah. Okay. Our last one is Alex Bruskotter from Shelby. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Player of the Year for Ohio Division II as a senior. Player of the Year Division 6 is in his junior and senior year, 3-time All-Ohio as a sophomore, junior, and senior. He plans to go to Wright State University, but he's undecided on his major. And that is the introduction of our North All-Stars and their coaches.
Thank you to Dave for the introductions. And, boy, you want to talk about talent out there. As mentioned, a lot of first-team All-Ohioans, the Division II Player of the Year, the Division III Player of the Year here in the house. We got a kid going to Michigan State who is an absolute monster. Won 3 state championships during his career. Collin White, 4 Final Fours. And that's just from the North squad. Over on the South, loaded with talent as well. Got a kid going to Ohio, Jesse Burris, who was live and free multiple times this year. Looking forward to seeing him perform on the All-Star stage. Peyton Heiss, state champion. Saw Mason Shrout play down at the state Final Four as well from Preble Shawnee. And this kid lit it up in the second half. And he gets another shot, actually, at going head-to-head here with Jesse McCullough. So I'm sure he's looking forward to this battle. And they are doing the college rules, so it'll be 2 20-minute halves here. And after we get our footwear all laced up, we are ready for the jump ball. McCullough standing at 6'10". Probably the favorite to win this, and yeah, probably a business decision just to back up out of that. And right away, they'll throw it ahead, and Jesse's got the first 2 points here of the night as the North All-Stars take an early lead. Five wide around the perimeter. This is Jesse Burris locked up with Collin White. He's going to try a 3. It's in and out. And the first rebound to McCullough. This is Jonas Nichols of Hoban spinning, trying to find Jesse, and it's an easy target to find. Back to him for the tray, and it's a big chunk of the back iron. One and done that time. Cade Norris flipping it over to the corner. And now they'll get it to Burris on the up and under. So the first points of the South All-Stars belong to the Delaware Harris senior. But domineering down the lane there, Jay Allen Barino of Malvern puts the North right back on top. Boom! First 3 of the night. And it belongs to Peyton Heiss of Alder. He's going to be playing at the Naz next season. Brenner can't find the form this time. Long rebound out to McCullough. We'll see if he throws it down. Got a little push in the back. Some help on the way to the cup from Parker Penrod, who's handling here. Looking to turn the corner. Flips it out to Alex Bob. Halfway in, and that one comes out. But an offensive rebound, they'll keep it alive. Nice hesitation, and the runner falls. So Heiss back-to-back buckets. Down to a 1-point game. Just over 2 minutes gone by as Mr. Ohio hands off to the future Spartan, and McCullough starting to add a couple of things to his repertoire. Knocks down a triple right there. Jesse averaging 23 points per game during a state championship season, almost 1,300 points during his outstanding career at the Lou. And now here's Burris. He's got some shake and bake, looking to go right at Mr. Ohio, and the fall away from the short corner. Nothing but net. Lighting up our Jim Guyz scoreboard here early on. Not a lot of misses, that one will. As White tried to sneak one out to the corner, he got bumped. But the referee says last touched by the South. Here comes the 4-year starter from Ottawa-Glandorf. Follow-away jumper in the future Buckeye. coming up a little short there. Now Norris zips it to the corner. Here's the three from the lefty. No bueno on that shot right there from Stillmeister. And how about the quick bound, the hop in the lane, and Perino puts it in. So great back and forth action going right here. The offense on full display so far. As we'll get another three from the lefty. This time it's a little bit short. And the rebound collected. Here's White on the break, looking to finish up and under, and a pretty play right there. And speaking of pretty, how about the executive director of the Coaches Association, Joe Baylog, back with me now. Oh, hold on, Joe. We got to plug you in, buddy. So many mics, so little time.
You might want to put those readers on.
Yeah, can I get those back? Oh, man. Boy, we're off to a wild start here, Joe. I mean, what are we talking, 24 points in the first 4 minutes combined? And it looks like they're trying to play some defense.
Yeah. It had a great girls game. That turned out to be really, really good. So we hoping the boys game can be just as competitive.
I have not been to an all-star game where we've seen timeouts, play calls going down at the end. So the girls game boiling down to the last couple of possessions, that really was special.
Well, and you understand, I mean, the qualifications for coaches to coach in this game is they had to be, I believe, in the district games the year before. So you get a lot of coaches, especially you can see some younger coaches and older coaches, that those competitive juices get going even as they play in an all-star game.
How about the Gatorade Player of the Year finalists throwing it down off the lob from Mr. Ohio? Yeah. Another look right there, man.
Michigan State looks like they got a pretty good one in him. I mean, it's be interesting to see even by the time next season rolls around, maybe how much. I mean, Jesse McCullough's got a great body, but
sure.
He's kind of got that frame. You can see that he can probably get really thick pretty quick.
250, 260, no problem. And rained a three already tonight, Joe. And you see in transition a logo three he tried.
I'm sure Coach Izzo is extremely excited to bring him into that Spartan program.
No question. It was cool to see him down at the state tournament talking to Jesse and some other possible prospects. And then what a cool guy he took a million pictures. I even saw him snap a photo with a guy in a Buckeye hat. Come on.
Coach, I mean, I don't know Coach Izzo as well as some coaches in our area. I mean, I know Joe Bedingfield from Willard has worked his camp for years and has the utmost respect for him. But I think that was, maybe a day after they got beat out of the NCAA tournament? I mean,
very next day.
And I'm kind of like, man, when my season would end, I was like, would have be taking time off. But kind of tells you the work that college coaches have to put in.
That's right. It never ends.
It is a never-ending thing now.
But it feels like the zeros on their paychecks are never-ending too, Joe. So it comes.
But they probably, they make a lot of money. But if you take a look at their time, they earn a lot of that too.
Certainly.
I mean, it was interesting. I listened to Dan Patrick a lot, and he had Dan Hurley on, and something was said about vacation, and he mentioned, well, I think I got 3 days in May that we're going to be able to go to the Jersey Shore. And after he got off, Dan Patrick was like, 3 days vacation.
And
like,
that's that.
That's all you get?
Yeah, that's the college game compared to the pro ranks where you do get a little bit of time to unwind, a couple of months during the offseason. Now, granted, they're still grinding, but they don't have to go about the country, Joe, and try to collect all the top talent.
Interesting on the North squad. Now you got Max Dawson and Alex Bruskotter playing together.
Yeah, great 1-2 punch there. Some local flavor for us here on the OH Report if you're just seeing us for the first time. Alex Bruskotter, one of our top players in the area. And the second tallest player actually listed on here, 6'7", was just the Ohio MVP in the Ohio versus Kentucky game and the Division II Player of the Year.
And I need to make sure Max Dawson, Willard flashes.
Yeah, get that right.
and Alex Bruskotter, Shelby Whippets.
Yes, sir. This is Bruskotter.
I think there's still people in Willard that are mad at me when I made that mistake. And I remember you jabbing me in the side with your elbow going, hey, Joe, you've said it 3 times.
Well, I got a cold sensation flow through my spine when I heard that, Joe. It was just, those are just 2 comparisons you don't want to make in that town.
I received a text from a buddy of mine said, hey, have you been drinking? And I didn't really know what he
Not
meant.
yet.
I didn't really know what he meant until after you poked me. I said, oh, that's why.
Oh, nice take right there and a solid finish by, what was that? That was the kid from Preble Shawnee. Can't find him on here. Let me give him some love. I'm lost. Oh, I got the girls roster in my hand. Oh, have I been drinking, Joe?
I don't think we have.
I think so far only water and some Bang a little bit, but it's definitely gone in my head. A lot of basketball tonight. First dunk. Woo! Showtime. The cockback and the throw down there for Duncan Moy. Man,
I believe he's our Division IV Player of the Year. I think he averaged something like 31 points a game.
31 approximate, Joe, and to go along with 10 boards, 5 assists too, so he wasn't all shooting.
Yeah, he's a special player with that kind of talent.
Yeah, no kidding. We're expecting quite a few fireworks here tonight. We've already had a couple of dunks. Long way to go. And just about everybody here in the building, I got to imagine there's only a couple players that can't dunk.
Probably. I mean, the athleticism of – I think that's the big difference over the past 8 to 10 years is just the athleticism of not just a few players on a team, but really overall a lot of players on different basketball teams.
I've never seen Max Dawson throw down. I'll have to ask him if he's capable.
I saw him dunk one in warm-ups, so
okay.
I think he's capable.
Head and shoulder fake, trying to set up the three. Here is Moy. Not this time, and Bruskotter won't collect the offensive board. Penrod pushes ahead. Norris tried to go up and over the top of the defender, and he'll get bailed out a little bit. Possession stays down here at this end.
Norris headed to, I believe, Illinois State and playing for a former coach or player that played at Worcester. Ryan Peden was also an assistant for several years at Ohio State. So
I knew that was coming.
There.
That's Dawson's bread and butter. Off target, though, that time. He'll be playing at Ashland University, of course, next year. As the South squad with a nice fast break, and Heiss puts it in. Quickly back the other way. Here's Bruskotter, and at 6'7", Joe, boy, has he developed that long-range game.
Yeah, he's, and we talked about this a lot during the season, Brian, is the thing that Alex has done. I think he's just gotten a little bit better with everything he does each and every season from his freshman season through his senior season. So it's going to be interesting to see, how he continues to progress when he gets to Wright State here. I think right at the beginning of the summer, I think earlier in the year he said something about that he was going to maybe have 3 days after graduation, he would be headed to Wright State to begin his summer workouts.
Yeah, that's it. So you talk about college coaches and really no days off.
Yep.
Kind of same when you make that transition to the college ranks.
Yeah, players, they kind of own you, which – the big thing is you're getting a free college education, and plus now you got an opportunity that you can make some money for your talents.
OH Report still has not given out an NIL deal, Joe, but this kid right here, he might be the first guy I think about. Oh, how about that crossover? Hello, Duncan Moy. Look out below his second jam, and he's got that one down. The cockback almost touches the back of his head. Check this baby out. Dang. Woof. Gets me excited up here. As a guy who could only dunk a tennis ball at the height of his prime, I'm quite envious. 11-point lead now for the North. And getting a little back down action. Norris, the fall away Jay from the elbow. No bueno. McCullough, another rebound. And it's going to get picked off. Here's Norris setting ahead. Jesse Burris. And he's a very sudden jumper. That's what I noticed watching him at Delaware Heiss this season. But just simple lay in here. Take the points.
Yeah, headed to play
Ohio.
at Ohio University.
Deep three right there. So bet it right back. Dom Cruz. The Canfield product. 16 points per game for him during his senior campaign. Couple first-team all-district selections. Inside out. This three short. And somehow slipped through the hands and then off the hill there out of bounds. So The turnover gives it right back over to the boys from the south. And I feel like until last year, Joe, I had not really heard the term Logo 3, and it's everywhere now.
Yep, Caitlin Clark.
She kind of started the whole thing. I mean, obviously Steph Curry, but in terms of that exact term.
Yep. Yeah, she's been a game changer.
There's a game-changing 3 right there from the corner. That's Penrod. Excuse me, was it? There's a lot of number 3s out there.
Yeah.
No answer at the other end for the North.
I mean, we made this change, I think, a year ago that we, instead of purchasing uniforms, we decided to have players wear their high school uniforms. Kind of neat that they get to wear them one last time, and that other thing, the other part of it is for, fans in the stands. I think it's just a lot easier for them to identify players rather than having to always look at the program, because you can just kind of see what school they play for, and it's much easier to identify those players. So it's kind of a neat thing that we've been able to do in this All-Star game.
This kid's been standing out since he stepped foot on the floor out at Ottawa-Glandorf. 4-year starter, 4 Final Fours.
Yep.
So close to getting a state championship, and that the only big trophy that this gentleman did not get during his career.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding. I mean, you're probably not going to have many people that have ever had a better high school career than he had, and played probably in one of the neatest basketball communities in the state of Ohio, in Ottawa-Glandorf. They just have a tremendous following for their basketball program.
25 points per game for him. First team All-Ohio all 4 years. And then a Mr. Basketball selection, of course, this year. As there's a nice putback for the South, courtesy of Sam Johnson, rather.
It'll be interesting to see how Collin White does at Ohio State here the first year, especially with all the changes that have happened with the transfer portal for the Buckeyes. I think he'll have a chance to step in and play right away. And I'm sure he'll be on campus here in Columbus probably shortly after he graduates also.
Saw Coach Diebler and brother John came to see him at the state Final Four. They were in the building down there in Dayton. Probably liked what they saw there in that semifinal game, despite the loss.
And I'm probably pretty sure that Jake was probably one of the major recruiters when he was the assistant and now the head coach. So you would imagine Collin probably feels pretty comfortable that, when that change was made, that he was not going to decommit from Ohio State. He stayed right there, and it's really great to see the best players in Ohio stay in Ohio.
Pushes the lead up to 9 as that 3's front iron. Here's White with the board, pushing about a 3-on-3, no look. Ends up in the corner for a triple try. And that one off target for Nichols. Out ahead of the pack, here's Caleb Lovely. Little left-handed sauce package there over the front of the rim. And now White, how many times have we seen that in his career? Thunderous two-handed dunk. Collin again. I love the versatility that he's had his entire career. 6'6", can handle, can push, and clearly this gentleman right here.
And I think a year ago the question was how well he could shoot the 3, but I think in the summer with his AAU group he shot like over 40% from 3, and I think also proved this year that he could shoot the 3. So, his size, his ability to handle the basketball, and ability to shoot it, he's got a bright future for the Buckeyes.
Here comes Dom Cruz, who just knocked down the last trifecta. Here's a chance to showcase the long-range game, not this time. Rebound secured here by Branson Koppas. And now here's Alex Bob. That's his spot. He likes the corners.
Saw a lot of that against Shelby.
Maysville made it to their first ever state championship game, and the dipsy-do up and under there for Nichols. You see why Kent State all over that guy.
Yep.
Now the offense starting to hit new temperatures. Lovely with the triple. And the South Point project still undecided here. And just because they're undecided, sometimes kids don't want to play college basketball.
Yep.
Which is the case. I was looking around. I did not see Carson Smith of River Valley here. Joe, do you know?
I think he's sick.
Ah.
They said that he was sick last night and that he was hoping he could make it, but apparently was unable to make it.
Shout out to his mom, Krista, being one of our sponsors here tonight. And I know that she was very excited, trading a couple texts just to have her go against Bruskotter one more time.
Yeah.
They've been doing that, I guess, since they were like in Pampers.
Yeah, I'm sure they had a lot of matchups, and Carson had a tremendous season. Really fun player to watch. You know, talk about Alex being a really skilled offensive player. Carson was just as skilled and led the River Valley, I believe, to the district finals.
Yeah, Heartbreak Hotel in that loss. Bishop Hartley ended up getting him as that's Mason Shrout getting it done. He'll be jumping the border to play at Fort Wayne, Purdue. And here we go, sizzling shooting now. Cordanier, I don't know how to say the last name. Cordanier.
Yep.
From Finlay, great size, 6'6", but whoo, Shrout meeting him rudely in the lane.
I think Will Cordanier, his grandfather's Ron Niekamp, who was a legendary coach at OG and then went to the University of Finlay and actually won a national championship at the Division II level. So Will has some great basketball background.
Yeah, it helps having those bloodlines. It certainly fits into the mix as Bob fires and splashes from deep. Yeah. He's got a little bit different haircut than when I saw him a few weeks back. Had the mop look going on.
He's got a great shooting stroke.
Yes, he does.
I mean, and that whole team used the three as a major weapon in their great season and run to the state finals.
Bob, 26 points per game en route to a first-team All-Ohio selection. And the Player of the Year in the Muskingum Valley League. Here's Burris, fresh off the bench. And like a microwave instant offense. Burris, an awesome senior season as well, 16.3 points per game, and the best season ever for Delaware Heiss. As that one's banked in there by Moy.
And just were within a hair of getting to the state finals. Got beat in the semifinals on a shot in the last few seconds.
Bruskotter, oh, come on. Tired legs, maybe. I heard everyone was up late last night. Pull up three, other end, front iron that time. And now Moy trying to zip it out to Brusk.
Maybe he was going to try to go with his left hand there for a dunk.
And that one splashed in. Still Meister with the triple.
All right, Brian, I got to head down and get ready for some halftime awards, so we'll stop back up.
All right, we'll see you again soon here, Joe. The executive director of the Ohio High School Basketball Coaches Association, Mr. Joe Baylog, and my color commentator throughout the tournament for OH Reports. One of the great guys in the game, legendary coach, 36 seasons, almost 600 wins. And now a couple substitutions for the North squad. As they'll get in Cade Brenner, handling the rock right here. Deep three taken by Cruz. And now Burris will clear. Goes around the back, escapes Bruskotter. Zip pass to the corner. Three ball. Short for Penrod. Now over the head. Dawson for the lay-in. A for effort. Watch it again. Hey, Mad Max's game is more beyond the arc, ball handling, deep threes. We saw it throughout his entire career. Pull-up triple. Off target that time. And just a simple layup here for the South. That's the Hillier-Bradley product, Mr. Norris. Now Bruskotter from the corner, double teamed. He don't care. Sees over the top of everything. Kid's like Mount Rushmore in a man. And it looks like maybe a little bit of tired legs now here in the final minutes. They'll get a chance to catch their breath at the half. As Burris draws a double, tries to sneak it inside to Norris. It's picked off. Here's Bruskotter. Through a double team, taking on the third defender, barely lost into the corner. Now sets up the three ball. Nope. And our final 45 seconds of action here. South can't get closer. Bruskotter had it poked away. Another three. This time it's good from Penrod. Kid's going to Ohio Christian next year. Sharp shooter. Can they match it back? Cruz will from the left-hand corner. And now Meister to Tarek Cottrell. Splish splash. So the three party getting started. We'll see if everyone's invited. Here's Mad Max. Pull up. Kaboom. And that is how the first half will end, with a flurry of threes. And if you had the over at about 220, that's what we're going to set it at. 220 with the over here tonight. Well, we'll see if these boys' legs hold up. You can tell a few of them not exactly in basketball shape. I know many of them play spring sports. Talking to Alex Bruskotter a little bit before the game. Had to come straight down from a baseball game, which we had live and free last night, and did not go by way of the Whippets, unfortunately for Alex in his game. But we are your home of spring sports broadcast here on the OH Report. Baseball and softball. I called my first 2 softball games in my career the last couple of nights and had a lot of fun. So looking forward to doing more. And now we're going to turn it over to the awards. Take it away, Dave.
John has spent 25 years as a basketball coach. He spent 11 years as a head coach at Valley Forge, Lakewood, and Normandy, and 14 as an assistant at Bay, Lakewood, and Brecksville, Broadview Heights. Head coach Steve Mahalik states John is the most unselfish and hardest working in the business. He truly cares about the kids. He cares about doing things the right way. That's John Silva. Division II assistant coach is Ben Kennedy of Tri-Valley High School. Ben has coached basketball for 36 years, 13 as an assistant at Buckeye Trail, and the past 23 years at Tri-Valley. Head coach Todd McLaughlin states Coach Kennedy has been a huge asset to our program. His coaching and relationships have built over the years have been very valuable to our program. That is Ben Kennedy. Division III assistant coach is John Thomas of Pringle-Shawnee High School. John has spent 19 years coaching basketball. He was a head coach at Edgewood High School for 13 years and has been the assistant coach the last 2 years at Pringle-Shawnee. Head coach Jake Turner states Coach Thomas has put countless hours and effort into our program to make each and every player better on and off the court. John Thomas. Division IV assistant coach is Dusty Carr of Badger High School. Dusty has spent 28 years as a basketball coach at Badger. He has served at all levels in the boys program and was a girls head coach from 2008 to 2017. Head coach Joshua Upshire states Dusty goes above and beyond what is expected, and his commitment and dedication to the team are truly remarkable. Accepting on behalf of head coach Accepting on behalf of head coach Joshua Upshire.
ready for the next part?
Coaches of the year. Yep.
And now we'd like to give recognition to our boys coaches of the year. Division 1 is John Rucky of Findlay High School.
Jim Rucky.
Jim, not Jim. It says Jim. I said, yeah, sorry. Jim leads the Trojans to a record of 21-3 this season and number 5 ranking in the Associated Press Division 1 poll. In his 35 years as head coach at Rocky River and Findlay, he has compiled a record of 545 wins, 258 losses, and winning 10 league titles, 22 sectional championships, and 4 district championships. Coach Rucky is a role model in his demeanor, planning, character, and work ethic. Jim recently announced his retirement from coaching. Congratulations on your outstanding career. Next Division 2 Coach of the Year is Joe Bedingfield of Willard High School. Joe led the Flashes to a record of 19-5 this season and a number 7 ranking in the Associated Press Division 2 poll. He has been a head coach for 10 years with 148 career wins, with 5 league titles, 5 sectional championships, and 1 district championship. Joe Bedingfield. Division 3 Coach of the Year is Dan McKibben of Williamsburg High School. Dan led the Wildcats to a record of 23-3 this season and a Division 3 District 4 appearance. He has been a head coach for 18 years, winning 185 games, and he has 5 league championships and 1 sectional title. Dan McKibben. Our Division 4 Coach of the Year is Todd Rock of Rosecrans High School. Todd led the Bishops to a record of 16-9 this season. He has been a head coach for 31 years, winning 454 games with 19 sectional championships, 3 district championships, and 1 Final Four appearance. Todd Rock. Let's give congratulations to these coaches and thanks to PGC for their support of the Ohio High School Basketball Coaches Association. Each year, the Ohio High School Basketball Coaches Association recognizes the most outstanding senior player in each division. So the OHSBCA Players of the Year for Division 1 is Jonathan Powell of Centerville High School. Jonathan played for Coach Brooks Cup and led the Elks to a record of 20-9 and a Division 1 state final game. He averaged 19.7 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. Jonathan will be taking his talents to Xavier University, where he will play for the Musketeers and Coach Sean Miller. Jonathan Powell. Division 2 Player of the Year is Alex Bruskotter from Shelby High School. Alex played for Coach Greg Galloway and led the Women's to a record of 25-3. A number 2 ranking in the Associated Press poll, and an appearance in the Division II Final Four. He averaged 23 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 5.8 assists per game. Alex will be taking his talents to Wright State University, where he'll play for the Rangers and newly appointed head coach Clint Sargent. Alex Piscotter. Division III Player of the Year is Jesse McCullough from Luther East High School. Jesse played for Coach Sam Dickens and led the Falcons to a record of 23-5, a number 2 ranking in the Associated poll, and a number 3 Division III state championship. He averaged 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 blocks per game. He'll be taking his talents up north to Michigan State University, where he'll play for the Spartans and the legendary coach, Tom Izzo. Jesse McCullough. Division 4 Player of the Year is Duncan Moy of Badger High School. Duncan played for Coach Joshua Upshire and led the Braves to a record of 16-7. He averaged 31 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 4.7 assists per game. Duncan will be taking his talents to the University of California, Pennsylvania, where he'll play for the Vulcans and Coach Danny Stanko. Duncan Moy.
That's huddle. That's huddle when you say this here. It's huddle. Huddle.
Oh, don't say the word. They should do that.
Say huddle.
I got you. Okay.
And now recognition for the Mr. OHSBCA. Mr. OHSBCA recognizes the most outstanding boys high school player in the Ohio high school basketball. This award is sponsored by Huddle. Huddle provides the latest technology for coaches and players to be at the forefront of a high-performance environment. John Bronsek from Huddle will present the 2024 Mr. OHS BCA Award. And this year, the 2024 Mr. OHS BCA Award goes to Collin White of Ottawa-Glandorf High School. Collin played for Coach Tyson McLaughlin and led the Titans to a record of 24-4, a #1 ranking in Division III Associated Press, and an appearance in the state Final Four. He has averaged 25 points, 8.1 rebounds, 3.9 assists per game. He eclipsed the 2,000-point mark this season and led his team to the state Final Four 4 straight seasons. He was also named 2024 Mr. Basketball by the Ohio Prep Sports Writers. And Collin will be taking his talents to the Ohio State University, where he played for the Buckeyes and head coach Jake Beaver. Congratulations to all of our players of the year, assistant coaches, and coaches of the year.
Appreciate you, man. Take care.
All right, so there are your award winners for 2024, and some pretty good ones. I mean, we're talking about a Buckeye, a future Michigan State Spartan. Can't wait to see those two battle in the Big Ten. Moy, maybe the leader right now for MVP of the game. We've seen the throwdowns he's had. And then Wright State commit Alex Bruskotter. So 3 D1 players in the mix there, and then arguably probably the most athletic kid that we've had so far in the game. Spectacular stuff right there. We're going to step aside, take a quick commercial timeout. When we return, we've got the second half action completely commercial free, and it's only seen right here on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skowronski, and you've just enjoyed first half action live and free exclusively right here on the OH Report. But stick around, still plenty more to come right here as our boys high school basketball returns after this.
She got that.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
This presentation of live high school basketball is brought to you by Guyz. Guyz is the #1 home personal training, certified and accredited trainers that serve Richland County, Stark County, and all areas in between. Call Mark and Lonnie Perry today at 1-855-496-4899 to schedule a free session. Gerf's Home Improvements. If you can build it, we can. If you can dream it, we can build it. Shrivers Pharmacy, also by Whitaker, Myers, Wealth Managers. Mansfield, Ashland, and Worcester's locally owned fee-based fiduciary financial planner that has boasts the endorsement of national money expert Dave Ramsey and the team at Ramsey Solutions. By Krista Smith, the agency real estate group. Looking to buy or sell? Call Krista Smith at 740-225-2615. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. And finally, Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. Second half action, live and free, just around the corner.
Half number 2 from Olentangy Liberty High School on the way here. The North versus the South, the top senior athletes in the state of Ohio in their final game on the hardwood as high school athletes. My name is Brian Skowronski. Going to be keeping you entertained here the second half, obviously, along with the fantastic basketball. And it begins with the South hoop, an offensive rebound, and a putback from Samuel Johnson of Worthington Christian. He'll be playing his college hoops at Cedarville University. And there's a strong rebound inside here from Mason Shrout. Leaving it off for Bob, and you know he's a long-range specialist, dropping his third bomb of the night. And easily, Bob has the biggest cheering section here. I was trying to get a head count here at the break. He's about 12, 14 strong. So pretty cool. This guy, I mean, he's got fans all over the Buckeye State. And a fan there on the bench is a little point from Mr. Basketball over to the sideline. So threes on each end. Bob wanted a deep one. And now, ooh, pretty take down the lane. No finish available that time. As Kopass off target. But then Johnson gets his second here. All the points belonging to him. Here's Nichols on the handles, gets a screen, the flip. And McCullough disappointed with himself. Wanted to rip the rim right off of the restraint. And another three, so the South trying to get back into it. It's Peyton Heiss. Deep triple that time. Trims the deficit down to 6. But that's just too easy for the Kent State University prospect, Jonas Nichols of Hoban. Bob splits the gap, kicks out to the corner. Johnson again catch and shoot, not this time. Brenner sends ahead. They'll bounce it off the ground. And White unable to track it down as he goes barreling over into the bench. But I love the fact that they're trying that. There's 3 defenders in the way as well. That lets you know what type of athlete and just kind of specimen Jesse McCullough is. 3-time state champion for a reason. And caught Coach Izzo's eye for all of those same reasons. Deep logo 3. Little out of the range that time. See if they can keep it alive. Bob does. Great footwork. May have had some jig classes back in the day. Little salsa action. And another offensive rebound lobbed inside. Johnson with the flush. So phenomenal start to the second half for him as White fall away in the friendly roll. White's having a great night. I think pretty much everybody that's got in played some excellent basketball so far. We heard from the MVP in the ladies game that it's not that hard when you're playing with kids this talented to start getting into a rhythm and a flow eventually. Yeah, they've only had 2 practices, but when you've been playing hoops since the time you were a young tyke like most of these players have, going head-to-head in AAU during the regular season, tournament action, a lot of these players incredibly familiar with one another as White tries to step back, and that one's short. So a bit of a cooler coming through with the roll of the dice right now, but they'll clear that out on the take to the cup right here. And that's Shrout, who's going to get replaced. Wholesale substitutions. Second look, courtesy of the agency. And Krista Smith. And shout out Krista and her boy Carson, who unfortunately could not play tonight, but just one of the smoothest, most natural basketball players that we've had the opportunity to cover on the OH Report this season from River Valley. I think a bit of a stomach bug, just wasn't feeling right. Kick to the corner, and that one lips out. Everyone trying to get a rebound right there, but it's going to be White taking it, and they'll turn it over. Trying to go through a 3-pack, and Lovely gets the theft. The 3 is short here from Penrod. And all of a sudden, the offense has gone stagnant. Jonah's trying to change that. Left side, right hand, no baskets. Excellent ball movement this time. Penrod misses his second straight. McCullough skies into the second level. Nichols domineering down the lane. And now 5 fresh players stepping out onto the floor for the North squad. They lead it right now by 8. Off the take, nearly losing the handle. I'm not even sure how he was able to find it, but Caleb Lovely switching hands. Rebound taken. Pushing ahead here is Meister. He lost the handle. Dawson, he's already got a half a dunk, and give him the other half. Put him down for a full. So Dawson just up and over the lid that time. Bruskotter tips it to himself. Now another giveaway. Pace slowing down just a little bit here. See if we can pick things up. Bruskotter to the corner. And just an easy baseline take for the bucket right there. It's Dom Cruz. Still trying to figure out what he wants to do at the next level. Didn't talk to him. Not sure if he wants to play college basketball or not. But as my producer pointed out, LeBron James didn't play college basketball. He's doing okay. Well, depends what your definition of okay is after another double-digit blown lead last night for the Lakers. If you're keeping an eye on that series, my hometown Nuggets, defending champs, look like they might be in line to repeat as champions. And I saw a little highlight there during the halftime that the Pacers, back-to-back wins now, knock off the Bucks. Tyrese Halliburton with a game-winning, I think it was a 3 tonight. Here's a 3 for certain, but it's a little bit short for Burris. And now we've got a 3-on-3. Shooting through the gap, up and under. Pretty play. Left-handed finish on the right side there for Luke Skowjack of Brecksville. He's a D1 commit. Be going to Miami of Ohio. Lovely. Lovely shot. Another turnover. Burris back to Meister. Catch and shoot. Delivering. The lead trimmed down to 6. And a giveaway again. Meister logo 3. Not this time. Moy on the hop down the lane, shovels it. Bruskotter fishes it up and around the rim. Alex Bruskotter will be playing at Wright State University next year, the Division II Player of the Year this season. And then there's Tarek Cottrill. Dawson pitches to Bruskotter, setting him up, and normally, I mean, those are two big rivals right there. It's interesting to see them actually on the same team. Willard versus Shelby in the part of Ohio where I live. That is one bitter rivalry, I think you would say. Very cool, though. They've got a tradition that I'm not sure that any other place has. They're separated by at least 10 miles that I'm aware of. And the student section from Shelby, they will dribble a basketball all the way from their high school to Willard's high school down these backcountry roads. Seems a little dangerous, but if it shows your support and it leads to wins, why not? Winning that three-point battle right there off the trifecta, Peyton Heiss of Alder. But right back at you. Skowjack buries that one. So many capable shooters in the gym here tonight. And I'm looking at potential prospects in the NFL draft right now. And a kid from our own backyard, Cade Stover, former Ohio State tight end, who very well loved, I think, in the Buckeye community. Still on the board. I did text him, wish him well wishes for tonight. I just said anybody but Pittsburgh or Baltimore. And hopefully his agent can make that negotiation. No Steelers, no Ravens, not interested. Bruskotter, 2 tries. No points, and now it's Bob leaving it off underneath, number 4 to number 4. But Heiss will take it back out. Lob it inside Johnson. He's already got one dunk, and that's kind of deja vu. Very similar to the first. And it's just a 3-point game, 90-87. It'll stay there. Here's Alex Bob. Second highest scoring average in the game tonight. And that's a logo 3 for Mr. Bob of Maysville. And a big applause from the coaching staff from the South squad. Anthony Callow of Olentangy Orange. Nice guy. Helped me move a table up here to the top of the bleachers earlier. Along with Nathan Copas, North Adams. Hesitation in the kick out. White back onto the floor. Threads it inside. McCullough uses his body, creates some space, and good luck, Johnson. That's a lot of beef down on the block. It's one of those triple quarter pounders. Extra cheese, too. Knocked off of the leg right there. It's out of bounds off of Copas. So if you had the over on 220 points is what we set it at, looking like that's in trouble. Just about at the midway point or past it. And McCullough able to drop that one through. Might have been a cylinder violation, but don't have any fancy cams up there. Whistle didn't blow. It's an all-star game, folks. We're here for the points. And how about 3 more of them right there? Straight away, Copas lands one right where it needs to be. Second look on the replay presented by the agency. Foul line J, in and out. Now White looking to pick up Burris on the hop, leaves it off for Bob. And I think he even thought better of a 30-footer, though he's lurking out there. Kind of wants that volleyball line 3. He's thinking about it. Oh, Collin Light with the theft, and look out below. Little razzle-dazzle there. Man, cannot wait to see what type of prospects he turns out to be at the next level at Ohio State. Showcasing the windmill jam here as Bob, fall-away three. Burst with the rip, gets it right back, and thought about a three of his own. Bob will try one again. Kid's never shy. My producer asked me if I wanted to see something cool. Hey, check this out. The Eagle has landed. Off the screen from McCullough. He'll roll to the rack, set up down on the block. Three guys in there, and you know what's going to happen. The Lou's in the house tonight. Wholesale substitutions now for the South, who had a nice run going. They trimmed it down to 5. Mason Shrout looks confident, ready. Had a little message for the North on his way by. Some extra bounce right now in his hop. And he draws a double team going right at him. Down the lane and left hand. And I mean, this kid was awesome. It led his school to, I'm pretty sure, the first ever Final Four that Preble Shawnee's ever been to this year. Unfortunately, he ran into this guy right here, Jesse McCullough. And no, one of the end one. He'll head to the free throw line. Mason Shrout picking up the foul. And Shrout over 24 points per game. First team All-Ohioan each of the last 2 years. Second team All-Ohio as a sophomore. And a smart kid. He's going to be a mechanical engineering major. Let's see, I'm curious, what's Jesse McCullough going to study when he's in school? He is thinking about business, so it's very open to interpretation, and I love that. That's a great major to get into. Just learn how to sell yourself, sell whatever company or strategy you need. And the strategy there was for a three-pointer. Doesn't work out. See what the North comes up with. It's going to be Collin White handling up top, down the lane. Such lanky steps, and McCullough takes it off the lid and smashes it home with some extra sauce. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, but that counts for more. Three-pointer at the other end. That's Shrout. Oh, nice pass by White, and hey, we'll count it. We'll call it a dunk. The referee's like, by the letter of the law, we probably shouldn't. Jalen Barrino there. Had the elevation, just lost the handle slightly as he floated up towards the rim. Shrout buried the last three. And I told you that this kid, he had some extra bounce when he came into the game. Looking to get his. Penrod bells him out. Offensive rebound for the smallest player on the floor, 5'10". And now, whoa, big block. Barrino making up for it at the defensive end as White lobs it. Wow, 1-2 punch right there. A Buckeye to a Spartan. Almost doesn't feel right, but oh, it looks so cool. McCullough might be the lead horse right now for the MVP boat. I mean, he's had the most cool-looking plays. It started earlier in the game. Duncan Moy of Badger, certainly I think it was that dude. But that's why we get a full 40 minutes to decide. It's been a great seesaw battle right now. 103-98. And inching even closer. Both teams in triple digits now. Long three on the way, and the GPS is dialed in for Dom Cruz. I've seen that a few times from the Canfield kid. Little Cruz missile. But Mason Got it going on at the other end. A re-raise and a loss, but Mason's like, you know what? I see your three. Not this time. Dawson on the hop, setting it up, get it back to him. And there's Max with the left-handed layup. Be flying into Ashland next year to play for the Eagles. And, I mean, Mason Shrout, he's definitely come alive here. And you don't see that very often in an all-star game. Just lost out of bounds. Nobody's tried to take a charge yet tonight in this game. We saw one attempt in the girls' game, so shout out Jada Mosley in that last one. And we didn't see a 4-point play in the ladies' game, though. I mean, this dude, he was quite the potent scorer at Shawnee. And how many has he had here since he's checked back into the game? I'm trying to get a count. 9, 10, I think 11 just in this stretch. And this will make it 12. And that's the first lead in quite some time for the South. Maybe the first lead of the game, or at least from the very early times back in the BC era. It's been a long while. And it didn't last long because Jonas Nichols getting to work. These are some competitors, man. Shrout again, straight to the cup. Look out below, playing some defense too. Can't come away with the theft. Now back and forth. It's a two-pony race right now with Nichols finishing left-hand side. And just a solo substitution this time. Peyton Heiss back out onto the floor will replace Johnson. Shrout again, feeling it. Now Moy, no look pass. Oh, great ball movement. Cruz. Now some full court pressure. Really about the first time we've seen that tonight. We'll get a foul on the arm here. It'll be assessed to Nichols. Third foul on the North. And by the college rules, there will be a 1-and-1 here. If we get to that point. Starting to run out of time. And Burris runs out of real estate. Shrout, though, with the follow. And he has been filling up the cup. So is this guy. It's kind of been mano-y-mano. Whatever you can do, I can do prettier, but not this time for Jonas. Oh, somebody else other than Shrout looking to get in some points, some bump. And we'll get some free throws. This is Peyton Heiss. Almost 23 points per game for him during his senior season, earning first team All-Ohio. He was the player of the year in the Central District as well. So as the game's boiling down to crunch time, Jonas misfires on his second straight shot. Looks like the North is going to get some of their stars back in. The Division II, Division III Players of the Year in Mr. Ohio. And Shrout's got a ginormous smile on his face. He's having more fun than anybody I've ever seen playing basketball right now. So 4 fresh players into the mix for the North. And they will join Duncan Moy out there as an up and under and a tip in here by McCullough after a quick breather. North pulls within 2, under 2.5 minutes to go. Shroud, a fall away 3. Now a 5-on-4 as he's a little late getting back into the mix. Moy recognized that, gets it down on the block, and using his body to create some spaces, Burrino. Logo 3, not this time. McCullough, another rebound. He's got to have a double-double tonight. Oh, great pass inside. Back-to-back buckets for Jay Allen. And the lead regained now by the North. A lot of points on our Jim Guyz scoreboard tonight. So if you had the over 220, that's long gone. Oh, yeah. Cash those bets. Quick move, but a block shot inside. Moy. He's just so sudden with his hopping ability. And he's creating a 3-on-2. White with the lob. Oh, it won't finish, but there's Moy. Now that's what I'm talking about, just the spring-loaded calf muscles to pop up there. This 3 off target from Meister. And here comes Bruskotter on the hop. He's got White to his left. They'll lob it to him, and he hammers it home. The D2 Player of the Year to Mr. Ohio. What a combo. Now White looking to send it ahead for Bruskotter instead. Oh, a missed dunk. Oh, but how about Collin? Getting back in there, and he throws it up to McCullough the second time. That combination, the 1-2 punch. Burris now with his team suddenly down by 8. And there's just athletes all over. Third time we've seen that dunk tonight. And that should just about put it away. Wow, what a flurry here at the end of the game. Capped off by a whole lot of fun. As Shrout lays it in. But I want the dunk contest to continue. Can we get one more? Fellers. Yeah, Jesse's like, come on. Come on, boy. Do something cool. Do something cool. Oh, went between the legs. 3/4 score could have been goes. It looked pretty clean from here. What a fun game we had. North All-Stars, the victors here tonight, 126-18. 118. It was going back and forth, though, there down the stretch. A lot of lead changes, plenty of big action, and tons of thunderous dunks. I lost count. We were well into double figures. And if you include Max Dawson's 2 half dunks combined, even put one more on top. Show you the last 3 dunks. Bruskotter setting up Collin White. 2-handed smash job. And now here's White, underhanded lob. Jesse McCullough with one of his about 9 dunks. And then here's Moy. I mean, he's got that baby perfected. And I see Collin White down there. He's got the microphone, him and McCullough. Storied Rivals is here in the house, so they're giving them the opportunity to say whatever they want to say into the camera. And it looks like this is a different, more tough conversation than the girls' game. In terms of the MVP conversation, I see a lot of the Coaches Association guys, they're kind of trying to decide. I mean, well, this guy did this. This guy did this. And oh, here we go. We'll send it down to Dave.
Outstanding player goes to North All-Stars number 35, Jesse McCullough.
So it's going to be Jesse McCullough from the Lou. 3-time state champion and now the most outstanding player at this prestigious North-South All-Star game. Congratulations to Jesse. You will hear from him right here on the OH Report. And I'm up on a big deck. I bet we're going to be standing eye to eye when he comes over here. I'll have him down in the bleachers. So we'll take a quick commercial timeout. We'll be back. We'll hear from Jesse McCullough, your MVP, and then wrap things up from Olentangy Liberty.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
We are back now with our most valuable player, presented by Shrivers Pharmacy, and we've got Jesse McCullough with us because big show-stopping dunks, one after another tonight, but most importantly, you get that win in your last high school game. So it was kind of seesaw battle back and forth there at the end. South overtook you for a minute. Just tell me about the atmosphere and what it was like down on the floor, overcoming them and getting the win in the end.
Yeah, I love coming down here to Columbus. The gym's always packed. The players are great. So coming down here, just playing with great players, it makes my job real easy.
Yeah, tons of great talent all across the board. Lots of D1 guys, of course, including yourself. So being able to mesh with these dudes, I imagine it doesn't take very long because they know how to play.
Yeah, it's real easy. Like playing with Collin White, as he's Mr. Basketball, and we got Alex, and we have a whole bunch of great guys on this team. Just playing with them, they make my job easy. So it really is a great experience.
I know you got a chance to come down last night, kind of mesh with the dudes, do some opportunities like maybe some top golf, right? You got to go out and have some dinner. So just the entire weekend so far, what's it been like to be Jesse McCullough?
Yeah, it was a great team bonding to go just get closer with these guys. We play against them all the time, but you never get to see their life stories or hear their background. So just to talk with these guys and see how they live is just great.
If there was any one guy you felt like you made a connection with or that you were like really excited to play with, who would that be from this weekend?
Of course, Collin White.
Gotta be, right?
Playing against him my whole 4 years, being rivals, just playing against each other. Playing against each other for so long, to play with each other one time, it was just a great experience.
And to have him, I think he threw you 3 alley-oops tonight, so those are probably special memories you're going to take with you forever.
Yeah, he's a great player, man. He deserves everything he got.
It seems like you've kind of added something to your game year in, year out. Popped a 3 at the beginning of tonight's game. Moving on to the next level where you're going to be competing in the Big Ten and against Collin White, which will be really, really cool. Where do you feel like your game needs to go from here to keep staying in the starting lineup?
Just trying to get stronger for the next level, stay versatile, work on my handle, just knowing nothing's given at the next level. You got to earn everything, so just keep working day by day.
Well, congratulations. 3 state championships for you. You come out here, and, of course, you're the MVP tonight. Go ahead, look in the camera. Give as many shout-outs as you want.
I want to thank Lutheran East, all of the Cleveland area for supporting me throughout my whole high school career. It was great coming out here to play in this all-star game with a whole bunch of great guys.
And we're fortunate to have you on the OH Report tonight. Here's a special MVP pin.
Thank you.
And a sticker for you.
Thank you.
Jesse McCullough, the MVP down here in Columbus. Brought to you by Shrivers Pharmacy.
Thank you so much.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Back here for our Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers post-game action, and I've got the man Joe Baylog with me, the executive director for the Coaches Association. And Joe, you know, job well done, I would say, in my opinion. A lot of great action in that boys' game. I mean, a lot of fireworks. That was a lot of fun to close out the night.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the kids played really hard. And,
yeah.
You know, they got to really show their athleticism, especially down the stretch. So, as we said in these games, it'll be interesting as you watch over the next, 2, 3, 4 years to see how these guys' careers progress, because you got two guys that are going to be playing in the Big Ten that play on the same team tonight. They'll be knocking heads here next year, next year prior to this time of the year. So be interesting how Collin White and Jesse McCullough do as they begin their careers at Ohio State and Michigan State.
Yeah, just talking to Jesse, what was cool is he was way down there, so I was a little bit taller than him, Joe, for the first time in my life, and he said exactly that. If there was one player that was really special for you to get an opportunity to bond with, he said it had to be Collin. I mean, they've been going head-to-head in Division III here for the last couple of years, and then he threw him, I think, 3 alley-oops tonight, so now they got to be rivals again. It only lasts for a short period of time. But that's the beauty of this game, and then some of the local flavor in the OH Report backyard, Bruskotter, when he had his opportunities also, I think he really shined.
Yeah, Max Dawson got a chance to play with some really special players. That's what makes, this game special, is it's kind of the last hurrah for most of these players in their high school career. And now I think most of them probably within the next, by the time you get to the first part of June, they're going to be headed off to college campuses, and they're kind of going to be owned by those college coaches as they begin their workouts here in the summer.
All right, Joe. Well, magnificent job all the way across the board here tonight. I thought that it was an exceptional event. Any ways that you feel like we can make this thing even bigger and better, getting ready for 2025?
Well, I think you're the kind of the guy that has the ideas. So any ideas you come up with, our association would love to listen to them, and I think we would like to make it even a bigger event that people across the state can get a chance to see these special players play.
Well, after seeing these dudes in the game, definitely a little dunk contest, maybe even just in the pregame for a couple of minutes. I'd like to see that. And with the girls with the logo threes, let's see who can hit the deepest one, perhaps.
I think they might have did
already.
I don't know if they did a dunk contest. I think they did some contests late in the afternoon to try to take up some time, but that'll be something we could look at.
Okay, so maybe we're just a little late to the party. We'll have to get here on time next year. All right. Big thank you to everybody out there for watching here tonight, and all of our generous sponsors for making it happen, but especially to this guy right here, Joe Baylog, for helping put all of this together. Any last words, Joe, before we close things out here from Columbus?
Nope, no last word. Just a thank you to Greg Nosselman, Adam Prefer, the two guys that kind of put this together for the girls and boys, and then Adam Hall and all the people of the OHSBCA that put their time and effort to make this game special for these players.
Yeah, it certainly was, and we were blessed to be a part of it. I do got to shout out Krista Smith, Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, Sutton Bank, Knox Community Hospital, the gym guys, and all of my team here tonight, Jory Hollenbeck, Dylan Farrell, Adam Thompson. I'm Brian Skowronski for Joe Baylog, saying thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on a live stream near you real soon.